Hi, Dave Jones here again. We're going to look at a fantastic song, well I think it is, by The Jam called That's Entertainment. Absolutely amazing song. What I'll do is I'll take you through it in the original key that The Jam did it in, which is B flat. And then if you're a bit of a novice and can't play bar chords, because if you do it in the original key it needs bar chords unless you use a capo, then I'll take you through a slightly simplified version and talk a little bit about a capo. But just in case if you can do all the bar chords and that, you won't have to watch it that long. I'll just take you through the chord sequence. Right, it's got 4 chords. It's got 4 chords in it. B flat major. I won't do too much on this, but it's an E bar chord shape at the 6th fret. G minor, which is an E minor bar chord shape at the 3rd fret. And that's all the verses and virtually the whole song is those 2 chords. The only time it changes, and when it goes into That's Entertainment, C minor, which I'm using an A minor bar chord at the 3rd fret, and A flat major, I'm using an E major bar chord at the 4th fret. So this is the chord sequence for all the verses and the intro and everything is B flat to G minor with this little. I'll talk about the strumming in a minute. Etc. And then it goes into the That's Entertainment bit, which is C minor to A flat. And back into the verse. Etc. And that's the whole song, really. So for those of you who can play bar chords, that's really all you need. So it's B flat to G minor all the time, apart from repeating C minor, A flat twice, just when they sing That's Entertainment. Okay, so that's the song basically. You might notice this little gizmo here. This is called a capo, for those of you who don't know. And you can buy them quite expensively, £15–16, but this one's about £3 and it's more than adequate. You can get them from any music shop basically. And what it enables you to do is play songs like, for example, That's Entertainment. If you're a relative novice, if you play G chord, an E minor chord, an A minor chord, and an F chord, small f if you're a relative novice, just they're all up on the website. It enables you to play songs in their original key before you can perhaps play bar chords, etc. So if I was to play a G chord, I've put this capo on at the 3rd fret, and this capo replaces this white thing called the nut. And what happens is if I play a G chord now, notice I'm leaving a 1 fret space between the capo and my G chord. I'm actually now playing a B flat chord. Don't worry too much about it, but you have to leave the same gap as you would leave. So for argument's sake, if I was to play an E chord there, I wouldn't leave a gap, because if I played an E chord, my first finger will be on the 1st fret. So if there's a gap there, like there is when you play E minor, you leave the 1 finger gap. And it's exactly the same chord sequence. You'll be in exactly the same key. You can play along with the Jam, but you'll be playing a G chord followed by an E minor chord for all the verses. And you'll be playing an A minor chord followed by an F chord for the That's Entertainment chorus bit twice. So that will be the same thing, same strumming. So that's your verses, and your chorus will be that. Etc. So that would help you, and that can be a help in any song. If you're a relative novice, you can change the key. Especially if you're a singer, it's quite useful. If you're still learning chord shapes, you can move this capo around. It gives different chords at different frets. So yeah, I've taken the capo off now. Just if you haven't got a capo, you could just play regular G, E minor for the verses, and A minor F for the chorus section. If you haven't got a capo, you just want to play the song. I mean, it might not suit, if you want to have a sing, it might not suit your vocal range in Paul Weller's key. So any song can be played in any key. So I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you again sometime.